Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so viewer question from BC Drummer. He writes, "Hi Austin, I have a question about a watch holding its value. If I buy, let's say, an Explorer 2 used for $6K and hold it, and they're going for $6K on the market 5 years from now, won't most watch dealers only pay $3K for that watch? How does one sell a watch successfully in order to keep the retained value? Only on Chrono 24. Thanks, dig your content as a fellow Japan resident expat." Thanks for the question. All right, so let me just first say that one of the reasons we like Rolex is because they hold their value, they retain their value, and in many cases they go up. They are the blue chip stock of watches, and especially the steel professional models, all right? And in your scenario, and I know it's just an example, but you talk about the Explorer 2, and they're going for about mid-sixes now. And in your scenario, you say, if it's selling for the same price in 5 years. Well, I think that's a worst-case scenario. Just look at it in 2015 when I got my Explorer 2. I think I paid 420,000 yen for it. That's about 4,200 USD. And it's gone up a couple thousand between then and now. Now, the strange thing is that that's a relatively slow-moving watch. The subs and the GMTs have shot up a lot more. And so even choosing that sort of lemon of an example, you can see that it has gone up. So the idea that it would be the same price in 5 years, it would be really surprising. That would be an absolute worst case scenario. Likely it would go up. You talk about dealers, and it's no surprise that they want to buy low and sell high, and so the more they can screw, the more profit they can make. And I remember seeing when GMTs were selling for the very least 9,000 USD here. I remember seeing an advertisement saying that they would pay up to 6,000 something for a GMT Master 2. Now that is a terrible price, and I remember noting it was up to, meaning that would be like the best case scenario. So you're always going to get screwed if you try to sell to a pawn shop or a gray market dealer. Your remedy against that is just to hold your watch for longer, all right, until you can break even or until you can make a buck. Because there will come a time, whether it's 5 or 10 or 15 years, where you can even go to a pawn shop and get more for your Rolex than you paid for it. But do you ever want to go to a pawn shop? Do you ever want to go to one of these gray market places here? I would say no. Ideally, you want to sell it yourself. Now, somebody like Archie Luxury can command a higher price. He has a presence on the sort of scene and among social media as a watch guy, and he has a lot of cred, and so he can sell his watches for more. People trust him. The idea of getting a fake watch from Archie Luxury is ridiculous. It wouldn't happen. And that's one of the reasons why you might want to have a presence among watch people, whether it's through Facebook or a YouTube channel or some sort of group. If you try and sell a watch through Chrono 24 or eBay as like a random guy, you're gonna be selling it for less. So that's one thing to consider. But with PayPal being relatively secure these days, and if you can manage to take good pictures and you have a good rating, I think that's the way to go. And I much more encourage you to do that than try to sell it to some pawn shop. All right, hopefully that answers that. Thanks for your question, BC Drummer. If you have a question for me, well, $10 PayPal to me, will get a video made especially for you. Check out the link in the description and email me to discuss it, and you can get your own video. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.